Hi, I'm Bob Kraus. I'm president of the Veterans National Recovery Center. And this is the final episode with Newt Colburn, who is one of two surviving members of the 760th Field Artillery Battalion attached to the 6th U.S. Army in the Pacific Theater during World War II. Newt and one other fellow in Pennsylvania are the last surviving members of this unit. But as you can see, looking down here, you have a lot of reunion hats from the 760th all through here. There's 9 that he has, but there were many more reunions than that. I'd say there were probably at least 40 or 50 reunions before they just ran out of people to have reunions. We also have a very beautiful flag here. This not a flag, a quilt. And this was a quilt of valor that was given to Newt in March 17th, 2017, and it was done by some ladies here in Burlington, Iowa, evidently. And it's a beautiful quilt. That my dad had one of these before he passed away, and it's a wonderful remembrance of the service and the war and the patriotic contribution of Newt and many other people. But now what we're going to do is we're going to look at Newt's medals. Now, Newt's medals are on his DA, his discharge certificate here. And so we're going to go through them. He also has them in a case over here, a viewing case. And what I'm going to do, you see all these medals here, and you also see a picture of Newt as a handsome young fellow. And he's got a picture in here, and it says, "To a cute little blonde, love Newton." And that would be Betty, that he was that cute little blonde that he was referring to, I think. Isn't that right, Betty?
That's right.
And he agrees. So that must be the truth.
But
Okay.
she didn't get that until I got back.
Okay, so that was after the war.
That was after the war.
But end of the war. But yeah, that's the cute little blonde that he married. Now we've got this. I'm going to point out to some of the things I know. One of them here. These two stripe things. Those are corporal stripes.
Right.
And this little thing down here, they called the ruptured duck. And that was something, a pin that was given to people to put on their service uniform at the end of the war. Now, I'm going to point to some of these other things, and I'm going to ask you what they are. I think I'll start up here with this patch here.
How about those stripes?
Okay, yeah. What are those stripes there?
Okay, each one is 6 months overseas.
6 months overseas. Okay, so you were 2 years overseas.
Right.
That's what that indicates. And this here, this little round thing with these two cannon barrels on it, what would that be, Newt? This one right here.
Right there.
That's just off your service uniform.
I forget. So
Yeah, that would be your artillery branch
yeah, right.
brass.
The artillery.
Yeah. Okay, now over this next one up here, this is, I think this is the end of the war medal that you got.
Medal, yeah.
The victory medal. That's the victory medal. And next to it, I believe, is, which one is this, Newt? Is this is that the Philippine victory medal? It says liberty or victory on it. I would think.
Yeah, I think
So that was
yeah.
probably awarded by the government of the Philippines, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then this one here, this is
Asiatic Pacific.
Asiatic Pacific. And this would be it's got, this shows there were 3 awards of this. You got the base ribbon, and then you got 2 stars were given for subsequent awards.
Well, that's the battle stars.
Those are the battle stars. Okay, which battle stars would those be, Newt?
That would be for New Guinea and the Philippines.
And then one more.
And then one more for the Japanese.
From Japan. So you had 3.
We were the first troops to land in Japan. See, when
First
they
troops to
surrendered.
land in Japan. That's certainly worth something. First troops to be in Manila. First troops to be in the Great Raid. That's a lot of history, Newt.
Yep.
Now, what is this ribbon over here? American service or something like that?
That's good conduct, I think.
I thought this was
No, this is good conduct
This is
here,
good
yeah.
conduct there.
That's the American Pacific.
Just the American Pacific
right,
Theater.
yeah, right.
Okay. Okay, so those are the main ribbons. And then here you got this this one. You said this one you never wore on your uniform.
No, that's
Last
11th. That's the outfit we were attached to, 11th Airborne.
Okay, so but you never wore that patch on a uniform. You always wore this patch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I always wore this patch. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's classic artillery doctrine. That the artillery often gets the patch of the unit above, twice above them, because so they can move rapidly from theater to theater, battle to battle.
Well, this is the Army.
Yeah, that's the Sixth Army.
Yeah.
So that was a patch you wore all the time.
Yeah.
And that one is that they were the command and control headquarters for the 11th Airborne. So they could the Sixth Army attached them down here. They could attach them anywhere they wanted to. And then that's
the 16th Corps.
16th Corps. This one up here was
right. Yeah.
Okay, and that was the unit that they put you in when you left the service.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Right before you did. Yeah, and that was that didn't have any good history with it.
No, so you got that up when we were in the rest camp.
At the rear camp where they discharged you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now these here two items, what are those?
Oh, that's my dog tags.
Yeah. Now I notice here they got a little notch on it. Now this is a little story that is hard for some people to stomach. You want to tell them what that little notch is?
Well, a little notch on there is so if you happen to die, then when you die, they open up your mouth and put that under your teeth.
And that was how they identified the bodies.
So that you don't lose identification of the body.
Yeah. Now it looks like here you were a pretty good shot too, because that's a pretty high-ranking badge there. That looks like it's a carbine, but that's an expert, I believe.
Yeah,
isn't
right.
It?
It is. Yeah.
That's the highest marksmanship award you can receive.
Right. Yeah, I was in carbine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been the Garand you had in those days. What did you have, or were you still with the 03 when you started? The 03 Springfield.
I think it was a Springfield.
Okay, you had the 03 Springfield, bolt action, the old bolt action baby. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's okay. That's and so this is that's the sum total of what we see here. This is a grand thing, and then at the very end here, of course, we have this is a copy of what the discharge thing, a certificate looked like. From the United States Army. And it says right on it, 760th Field Artillery Battalion, and you were in Battery A. Battery A. And one of the last two surviving members of a unit that had an very illustrious.
I set the sight.
Yeah. Yeah, now
I was a gunner.
He was a gunner, and you joined in Philadelphia. Is that right, Newt? You joined the unit in Philadelphia?
Well, not the 760th.
All your buddies joined, and then you went and they formed up the 760th, but they were all from Philadelphia.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So it was basically a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania unit.
Most of the people in there was from Philadelphia. Yeah.
Philadelphia. Okay. And so that concludes everything we have on the interviews we have with Newt. Corporal retired Newt Colburn of the 760th Field Artillery Battalion, an illustrious unit that fought its way across the Pacific all the way to Tokyo Bay. And this is Bob Krause with Newt and his wonderful wife Betty, wishing you a happy Veterans Day in 2018. Goodbye now.
Goodbye.